Take a guess.
How many tacos can you eat?
In one setting?
Yeah.
30.
No way.
Guaranteed.
Do it on a Bourbon Battle show.
I will.
Hey, everyone, welcome back to Bourbon Battles. I'm Joe.
I'm Chad.
Hey, today we're going to bring a fun top 10 list to you.
With more than 10, but yes.
More than 10, and it's really not a top list. It's
It is a top list.
You think those are the best ones ever?
80 proofish.
What's all this?
I think you got a hole in your glass.
I do too. What's going on here? We got bad problems going on in the Bourbon Battle studio. So today we're going to talk to you about bourbons that are in the 80-something proof, 80 to 89 proof.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Did you know that only cowboys drink cask-strength whiskey? Kid Rock sang a song about it.
Consider me John Wayne.
You're a cowboy? Do you like lower proof whiskey?
Sometimes, yeah.
Look, when everybody's starting to drink whiskey...
I'll tell you what I really... Well, go ahead.
Everybody starts with lower proof whiskey.
I would think so, yeah. I mean, I think a lot of people start with an expression of this, but we'll talk about it in a minute.
Yeah. We're going to start going through these one at a time. These are, I don't know how many's here, 10 or 12. Whiskeys that we really like that are in the 80s. These are not in order of our favorites.
11.
Oh, it was a bonus.
Yeah.
So, hey, I'll start.
Ahead.
This is one of my favorites, right? 86 proof Old Forester. This stuff is a great mixer. It's a great sipper. It's a great everything, everyday whiskey. And when you graduate out of that, you go right into 100 proof and then work your way up through the Old Forester line. This stuff at 86 proof is amazing.
So I will start. This is an expression of, this is a Basil Hayden toast, but I think the reason why this one is so much better than the regular Basil Hayden is just because I like the toast flavor of it. If you guys watch some of our previous videos, we just did a blind against Elijah Craig Toasted Barrel, and I picked this. And it's easy to drink. It's 80, like I said, it's 80 proof. I mean, how can you go wrong? You know, it's a little expensive. I won't lie. I think it's a little expensive, and you know, the naysayers are like, "That's a lot of damn money for water." But you know, it's
those guys are cowboys,
right? But it tastes really good. It drinks really good. Regular Basil Hayden is basically what did it for me many years ago. So you know, I don't know what everybody's thoughts is, but I like it.
Everybody loves to hate on Basil Hayden for whatever reason. We both really enjoy it.
Yeah.
I really like the dark rye, which we could throw in here as a rye or whatever, but it's great whiskey. And hey, this might be my absolute favorite. I probably should have saved it for last, but this is Old Fitzgerald Prime coming in at 80 proof. This is the same juice as the Larceny. Proof down to 80. I love this stuff. Heavy peanut butter. You can't get it around
heavy peanut butter.
Peanuts. I get peanuts.
Here we go.
You don't get that?
No.
You're kidding.
Go ahead.
So I love this stuff. Can't get it where we're at.
No.
But it's really easy to get in Kentucky for really, really cheap. So if you get a chance to get your hands on some Old Fitzgerald Prime, check that bad boy out. It's one of my favorites.
And it's a wheated bourbon, too.
Wheated bourbon. Is that the only wheated bourbon on our list?
I think it might be, yeah. Yes, I think it is. Next one coming in. You guys know me. Old Grand-Dad, 80 proof. It's sour mash, high rye mash bill, Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey from the Old Grand-Dad Distillery, which is Jim Beam in Frankfort, Claremont, whatever you want to call it. Comes in at 80 proof. And, you know, say what you want about it. Old Grand-Dad is a brand that has been around for a lot longer than any of us.
About 1882.
A lot longer than any of you, a lot longer than any of us. So they're doing something right. Yeah, I would say since about 1882. That's correct. But Old Grand-Dad 80 proof. And, you know, all the Old Grand-Dad expressions I'm a fan of. And they're very, very, very affordable. And they're very, very, very available.
I think I go good in a cola or whatever your cocktail choice is.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
Kool-Aid?
You ever drink whiskey and Kool-Aid?
No.
Me neither. Hey, JTS Brown. This is obviously not the bottle and bond. This is the 80 proof style. So this stuff, this is a sleeper coming out of Heaven Hill at 80 proof. This stuff is amazing.
It is a sleeper because I didn't even know they made 80 proof.
This was a leader, and I guarantee you it was very reasonably priced. This stuff is awesome. If you can find it in 80 proof, start with that and work your way up to the bottled and bond, which we've had did very, very well in our bottled and bond series.
It did. Next one up, Four Roses, straight up yellow label, 80 proof bourbon. You guys have been in the whiskey industry, been in the whiskey tasting business, been in the whiskey buying business, been a whiskey fan for a while, you know about Four Roses. It's been around for as long as anybody else. And at 80 proof, it drinks really well. I mean, it drinks well neat. It drinks well in a cocktail. It drinks well on ice. It's a traditional classic whiskey bourbon that I think all of you would like.
Even though that label's not yellow, that's what they're referred to as yellow label.
Because it used to be.
Used to be yellow label.
Yep.
This is Horsey's Ancient Age coming out of the Buffalo Trace Distillery. A lot of people say this goes toe-to-toe with Blanton's. I do not agree with that. I think Blanton's is considerably better than this. When you move up to the Ancient Age, which is a higher proof, I think it gets quite a bit better. But this is really solid stuff. It's available where you live. It's very inexpensive.
It's very cheap.
Very tough to find in Indiana.
Got a screw-off lid on it.
Got a screw-off lid. You take that lid off, you throw it in the trash can, you have a good night. 80 proof, good stuff out of Buffalo Trace.
Next one up, Jim Beam Double Oaked. I like it, guys. I've blinded it a bunch with a bunch of different Double Oaked, and this one and Noble Oak seem to always come out on top, no matter what I'm blinded against.
We did a video with this against what? We both picked it.
Who knows?
Woodford.
Was it?
I think.
Okay. But, yeah, I've put it in blinds 4, 5, 6 times. It's 86 proof. Like I said, it comes with Jim Beam, Double Oaked. Really good. Snide, I know you love it.
I didn't quite pick up on all that. Very old Barton. I definitely prefer the 100 proof bottle. It's not even bottled and bond anymore. It used to be bottled and bonded, but I definitely prefer the 100 proof. But this 86 proof version, if you can find this, I've seen this as low as $7 or $8.
It's cheap.
Look on the bottom, look for the dust. This is where you find this bad boy, and it is delicious, coming out of the 1792 Barton Distillery. Very, very good stuff.
This one, McKenna, Henry McKenna, sour mash straight bourbon whiskey from the Heaven Hill Distillery in Bardstown. It's 80 proof. It is not, in my opinion, I don't think it's as good as the single barrel that everybody rants and raves and chases down. But for an 80 proof whiskey, it's a good one. Be a good mixer, in my opinion. I don't necessarily know that I would like it neat, but it'd be a good mixer. So, guys, if you get a chance, you want to, check it out.
Hey, here we go. Another one coming out of the Buffalo Trace Distillery. Benchmark top floor at 86 proof. Everything out of this Benchmark line is fantastic. The top floor, the bonded, the full proof, and what am I missing? A single barrel?
You are?
They're all excellent. We really like the bonded, the 100 proof in our bottled and bond series. Everybody raves about the full proof, but nobody wants to talk about the top floor at 86 proof. If you're new to whiskey, you really need one of these. Check it out. Great for cocktails, great for sipping. Horsey juice.
Horsey juice, that's right.
So, hey, that's what we got for you today, guys. That's a good representation of some good 80-something proof whiskeys.
That are available everywhere.
Yeah.
For the most part.
For the most part. I mean, you're not going to find the ancient age, depending on where you live. Maybe if you can't find that, maybe you can't find the old Fitzgerald Prime or vice versa.
You might not be able to find the old Grand-Dad.
It's getting harder and harder, right?
If you're
or the 114.
If you're at a gas station. Other than that, you can find it anywhere.
Yeah. What was the store pick Alex had that was in the 80 proofs? Breckenridge. Do you remember that?
I do. We did a video on it.
If I knew where it was, I'd grab it real quick. But look for there are very few store picks for these lower proofs. But
very few store picks are right. They're that low proof.
But if you're in the Mooresville, Indiana area, there's a Breckenridge pick, and I'll put a picture of it on the screen.
Yeah, check out Red Barrel Liquors.
Yeah, go check that out. He's got one.
Ask for Alex.
Tell him we sent you. So, hey, drinking bourbon's supposed to be fun. Do it with your friends. Do it responsibly. Don't drink and drive.
Please don't.
What do you think you ought to do?
Oh, if you drink, don't drive. Do the watermelon cry.